Chef James Mackinson and I became good friends over the years. I want to show you the best videos that Chef James Mackinson and me made together for you in the last few years. We became good friends thanks to those reaction videos, so why don't we watch them together and we all become friends. I'm not promising you that the recipes we react to are the good ones. They might be the worst ones you ever seen in your life. So let's hope for some good ones.
No. Putting jam in rice.
Jake, did he say he put jam in the rice?
Yeah, he said he put jam in the rice.
Jam?
Yeah, well, I won't spoil it for you, but yeah, it's a type of jam.
I've never eaten rice with jam, but okay, let's keep watching.
No, yeah, well, you think jam and rice is a little, I don't know, it doesn't really go together.
Nah.
This is disgusting. Who put jam?
Why did Jamie Oliver do this to Uncle Roger? Uncle Roger is such a nice guy.
I think this was actually made before Uncle Roger was famous. So this is when Uncle Roger was looking for I think a video that he could really react to. It's actually, well, with Jamie it's easy to find.
Very good chef.
Jamie is, but Jamie has, I don't know if you saw Jamie's lasagna, which I reviewed a few weeks ago.
Oh my God, I did a reaction to that. Please don't mention that.
Oh
video.
yeah. Okay, well, all right. So Jamie has a recipe every once in a while that he should redo it. He makes a lot of recipes.
Sad.
It is, but
why do you do that, James? James, why do you do that, Jamie? Huh?
Today, Uncle Roger gonna react to this video. It's Jamie Oliver making egg fried rice. Jamie Oliver is professional chef, very established. Everybody know him. So Uncle Roger think this one is gonna be good. I've been to many of his restaurants. Before we start video, niece and nephew, please smack the like button now like you slap a bag of rice.
I'm picturing Jamie Oliver slapping the rice.
well, Jamie does slap quite a few things in his videos. So the rice, I haven't seen him slap yet.
Oh, this is funny.
Now let's start the video.
Egg fried rice, it's an absolute classic. And I've got
2 seconds into video and I already see saucepan. Hiya, where your wok?
James, is he making an English breakfast? Mm-hmm. What was he doing? Why did he put an egg like that in there?
What, you mean just dropped it into the pan?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a few different methods when making egg fried rice, yeah? You can cook the eggs off first, which, for instance, Chef Wong Gong, which Uncle Roger reviewed once, one of his methods was to take the egg to separate the whites and the yolks and to actually cook them separately until they were fragrant and then add everything together. So you can do it that method. Or another method, which is this method where you actually already fry the rice off first, is basically a cheat or a bit of a quicker way of making it.
Right, okay. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, no, it's another method. So it's not wrong, it's not right, it's another method of doing it. Well, then again, some people
give credit to Jamie for showing us this new method. I've never seen before.
Yeah, well,
where your wok? Egg fried rice need to use wok because you need the wok hay. Many people asking Uncle Roger, what is wok hay?
James, it's true. You need the wok. You cannot use the European wok to make. Have you ever tried to make egg fried rice with a European wok or a Tefal Jamie Oliver pan?
You need to think of it this way: is that Jamie is making a video that's orientated more towards the average person, and a wok is not technically an item that a lot of people have in their kitchens. More than likely they'll have like a cast iron pan or something similar. Ideally, yeah, it's better to use a wok. It's easier to cook with. You can hold more in it.
It's a good point what you're making, James, but you can buy cheap woks. And
yeah,
you know, if you live, let's say you live in Germany and you want to make a proper egg fried rice, you invest 20 euro in a wok and you make a rack. So, you know, Jamie is a big name. He should be showing you the right way.
Well, he could have done it this way. I don't know. I mean, I think at least for this, he was trying to think of the easiest way of making it for the average person. Maybe. Because the majority of people aren't going to go out specifically just to buy a wok to make egg fried rice with. Or maybe.
Okay. Well, we're trying to defend Jamie, I guess. Both of us like Jamie. Okay. Sorry, Uncle Roger.
Many people asking Uncle Roger, what is wok hay? It is the breath of wok. When you cook with wok, The wok gives the food flavor. Get the wok, hey. No such thing as saucepan, hey. Jamie, you have 25 cookbook, but you can't afford one wok. Uncle Roger sent you one wok for free, Jamie.
Whoa, this is hilarious. It's so true. It's true. He's got so many books. Buy a wok. Come on.
Yeah, he does. How many? Yeah, no, Jamie does have a lot of books. I mean, he must have like 2,000 or 3,000 by now, doesn't he? I think he said this in one of his interviews. He's been on TV longer now, longer in his life than he has off TV. So...
James disappeared. Where did he go? Did Jamie Oliver went to get him?
No problem.
I absolutely love making this recipe. Yes, you could do this as a side dish, no trouble at all. But actually, it's heading towards being a really beautiful dinner. So,
Wait,
yes, you could do this as a side dish.
Jamie says egg fried rice is side dish? When Uncle Roger growing up, when my mom make me egg fried rice, that is the main dish. I never tell my mom, oh mom, this egg fried rice is only side dish. Where the main dish? Where the main dish? I would have been beat.
Sorry. Well, he's too fun, this guy. Can I say, I spoke to Uncle Roger many times over the phone, and this guy is funnier when he's Nigel than Uncle Roger. So you can imagine how funny this guy is in real life. He's
well, I'd love to meet him in real life. Yeah, hopefully.
You have to meet him.
It'll happen. Oh, I would love to.
But James, this is funny. This is funny what he said.
To meet him.
What do you think of egg fried rice being a side dish? Because he doesn't like that. You know, he grew up having the egg fried rice as a main dish. But what do you think of this?
The thing is, okay, when you go to like a Chinese restaurant in the US, normally when you order egg fried rice, you can order it as a main dish. I used to when I was a kid. I love egg fried rice. But sometimes you can also order it as a side dish. So technically, obviously, if you're in Asia and everything, yeah, I would expect this to be the main dish. But in the US, when Chinese food or Asian cuisine is not necessarily the most important, and a lot of Americans don't really know, a lot of people in general outside of Asia don't know what's the difference.
I'm glad you said that, because when I go to an Asian restaurant, Chinese or Thai or, you know, egg fried rice is everywhere, I always see it as a side dish. I don't want to offend Uncle Roger, but you know, normally I have lots of dishes. I get 2 starters at least, then I get few different mains, and it's always there, you know, to add to the experience. Jamie is not really wrong, I guess.
No, and I don't think Jamie thought about somebody critiquing him on so much when he was making this video either.
So finally slice this up, and as this pan gets nice and hot, I'm going to go in with 1 tablespoon.
Of what?
I'm going to go in with 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
Olive oil for egg fried rice? Who use olive oil for egg fried rice? Why are you making salad? Olive oil.
This is so funny.
You know, it's like one of those things. I mean, in Europe, we use a lot of olive oil. The problem being is that olive oil has flavor, and especially extra virgin is very potent. It has a very strong flavor. So it doesn't go well with, say, egg fried rice. It doesn't use a lot of olive oil in Asian cuisine. But the thing is that if it's the only oil that you have in the kitchen, you kind of have to use it. Ideally,
I think, you know, you can find sunflower oil, it's cheap. You can get peanut oil, you can get whatever you want.
Yeah, but ideally, if you have a type of oil that's like rapeseed oil, which is canola oil, or if you have like peanut oil, or if you have any of the others, it would be a little more appropriate. But again, if you're not making a video on it, that's fine. If you're making a video on it, yeah, it would have been better to use oil that's...
Thank you.
Yeah?
You can do olive oil in your kitchen, it's Spain, that's fine. You don't tell anyone, it's fine. But when you're Jamie Oliver, thank you, James.
Olive oil is like white people oil, not suitable for Asian dishes like egg fried rice.
And I'm going to go straight in with the onions, and we'll get them sizzling straight away. And
No. Spring onion is garnish. It's garnish. You put spring onion as the last thing in your meal, not the first thing in the frying pan. Hiya.
we'll get them sizzling straight away.
No, you don't.
So, James, normally don't you start, you know, with the garlic and the shallots and stuff like that? Like if you make a sofrito?
Yeah, normally.
Yeah.
But this isn't normal egg fried rice. So it's special egg fried rice. But the thing is that what Nigel's referring to is that the green onions, yeah, when you cut them, you can cook the white bit early, that's fine. The green bit normally, you can also cook it, but normally you save that for the garnish. Well, also adds a little bit of color to it instead of it just looking brown.
True.
So,
You are so elegant, James, when you speak,
oh, thank you. I try.
and so polite. Guys, remember that authentic Italian, the first Vincenzo's plate cookbook ever, is now ready for pre-order, okay? On Amazon and many shops around the world who sells my books. So you can go on my website and go on the book section and pre-order it. We already sold many books and I don't want you to miss out on the pre-order sale, okay? Which is about to run out. So please get a copy, bring my family to your house. This book is not the classic books that you have. Yes, we have classic Italians. Yes, we have nonnas, my family, and food recipes cooked from generations to generations. But it's different. There are so many people involved. The story of the book is told by my wife, Suzanne. It's a different point of view on this book. It's written by my wife. She shares a point of view. Yes, there are recipes, but it's a story told by my wife. She's guiding you through the recipes, through the family journey, through the Italian classics. Get one for the people that you love, because this is a book that will be in your family forever.
We'll get them sizzling straight away.
No, you don't sizzle spring onion. Nobody sizzles spring onion. If you cook spring onion now, it will wilt. It wilt. This should be garlic. First step should be garlic. This first 3 steps all wrong already. I thought you professional chef. You have website and everything. Uncle Roger don't even have website, and Uncle Roger know you fucked up.
And then I've got some packet pre-cooked rice. Yes, you can cook your own.
Packet. This guy owns so many restaurants, and he still can't be bothered to make his own rice. Packet rice. Imagine if you go to...
I can't watch this anymore.
No?
He's hilarious. He's too funny. Uncle Roger is so funny. Uncle Ben, what is that?
It's a type of pre-cooked rice. This rice is fully cooked. It's done. You just need to add it to whatever you need to add it to. Basically, if you're going camping, this is the type of stuff that you should bring.
But he's got a very expensive kitchen there. He's not camping. So what is he doing? But would that work for egg fried rice? Be honest. Do you think that would work?
If you're in a scenario where you're camping or you don't or you can't cook rice, and you just have this, it'll work. It's fine. If you have a multi-million-dollar studio with a film crew, then maybe it would be a good idea to show at least the method of making the rice and cooking it down, or having at least rice ready to make it, instead of just using pre-packaged rice, unless he's trying to promote something, which I don't know.
Imagine if you go to Japanese restaurant and you ask for noodle, and the chef gives you instant noodle. That is what this guy is doing.
Rice, white rice, 12 minutes. But for stir-fried rice, you have to drain it and chill it.
You have to chill it. He correct, but don't drain rice. Uncle Roger made a whole video, 12 million view now, of Auntie Hersha draining rice. Don't drain rice, but chill rice, correct. 45 seconds in, first thing he got correct.
So for me, that feels like a good cheat. You can hear it.
When we clean the rice, like for example, for us Italians, we make risotto, we don't wash the rice.
Yeah.
Like we make the risotto straight with the rice. With the Asian rice, with this fact that you have to clean the rice is very important, right?
One of the reasons why a lot of people say to wash Asian rice is that it's not as clean. So you want to wash off any of the excess dirt or anything that may be still on the rice. The thing is that when you make something like risotto, with the method of making the risotto, you need that starch and you don't want to get rid of it.
You do.
So when you make the risotto, that starch is the most important thing. That's what makes it creamy. With Asian dishes, they don't, like with egg fried rice, you don't need that creaminess. So the starch isn't as important.
What about paella?
Paella?
Paella.
The paella is made differently, yeah? The paella is a big no-no to stir the paella.
No, but what I
Water to
mean, do you
reduce.
wash the rice? No, with the paella, do you wash the rice? No. Yeah, so it's like the risotto then, yeah. So even though it doesn't become creamy, you do not wash it, yeah.
Oh, it does become creamy because you have the sofrito. So the sofrito is very important.
Oh, that's
to the
right.
paella. Very important.
Sofrito is the magic who makes everything happen.
That's true. Well, the Spanish sofrito is not quite the same as the Italian.
But still a sofrito. Respect for the sofritos.
That feels like a good cheat. You can hear it sizzling.
You hear sizzling, I hear my ancestors crying.
It's fast, it's hot, it's furious. We're just gonna toss it around. Right, the next.
Oh, Uncle Roger don't like the look of this. He taking ingredient from this drawer and this drawer looks so white because Asian ingredient never come in jar. You ever notice that? Asian ingredient always come in plastic bag or bad packaging. If your packaging look this nice, nice
so
jar,
true.
nice.
In a way, he's right. You know, I know modern days, yes, if you go to an Asian grocery, you find things in jars, but he's right in a way.
Yeah, he is. When you go to an Asian grocery store, most of the things are not in glass. Some of the things are, but the majority no.
You know, this product is still good in the jar, so I think it's just he wants to make fun of Jamie Oliver.
The thing is with the jars though is that it's cost effectively, it's more expensive to mass produce and to can everything than it is just to wrap in a cheap piece of plastic.
Nice bag over there, that is not Asian ingredient.
Next ingredient. I have this in my home all the time now, chili jam. It's
What I tell you, it's not Asian ingredient. What he doing with chili jam? Let's see.
brilliant for cooking. It's got heat, but it's also got the sweetness and it's gonna kind of glaze.
Oh, no. Putting jam in rice. This is disgusting. Who put jam? First of all, what is chili jam? Uncle Roger knows fresh chili, chili oil, chili flake. Never heard of chili jam. Is this how you trick white people to eating chili? You give them fresh chili, they go.
No, I don't actually like chili.
Give them chili jam and they go.
Oh.
Chili jam is so weird thing to use. Jamie, do you know about sriracha? This is Asian chili. Just use this. No need to use jam. What are you gonna put in there next? Peanut butter. Okay, why do you go bake PB&J egg fried rice? How many things can a chef get wrong in one video? Hiya!
2 nice teaspoons.
Sorry, Jane, but can I say one thing? It's like if I see Gordon Ramsay putting cream fresh in the carbonara. It's so wrong. And why does he have to make it sweet? We're not having a pastry. What's your thought of this? I'm completely against this because there are so many options. You can get sambal, you know, you can get so many options. Why would you use that?
Well, when I reviewed this, a lot of people made this comment as well, is that Jamie may have been substituting this for sambal. So it's possible. But the thing is though, because they sell a type of like, what is it, marmelada de pimiento here in Spain. Basically it's chili jam, but it's not sweet. This type of chili jam that he's using, Jamie's, I think it's super sweet. Because normally when you make jam, you have to use a lot of sugar. It could be that Jamie's adding it because of this as a substitute.
So what is he making? A cheesecake? I don't get it. That's not a cheesecake or a rice cake. You understand? Like, you know, we're going a bit too far, James. Come on.
Yeah, well, I still haven't remade this egg fried rice with Jamie, and I don't really want to make it because I made his buttered chicken, and if you guys haven't seen that video with me remaking Jamie's buttered chicken, you should go see it. It's one of these recipes that I don't like throwing food out, so I don't want to make it to then throw it out.
But I will never put a sweet chili jam in egg fried rice. But not just because I don't want to offend or disrespect the culture, you know, because egg fried rice is not just Chinese. I guess in many Asian countries it's used. And its a dish needs to be respected. It's like if you put cream in carbonara, you know, like it's, come on, we're in 2024, you know you can do better, you know? Why would you do that, you know, or put peas and cream fresh? I think this could have been better without the chili jam, or if he just used chili, like fresh chili.
If he didn't use the jam, I think it would have been better.
Yeah.
Go in to our pan and then just start tossing again.
He tossed very po, but he tossed all the wrong stuff. All style, no substance.
That'll start to coat every single rice grain.
He's got that tossing technique, like It's like if he's tossing pasta, which is different to the tossing, the Asian style tossing. It's more like
more aggressive. Well,
pushing.
then again, he's also using a saute pan instead of using a wok. So
you can do that, yes.
it's a little different as well. It's actually easier in a wok, and not the big one. I mean, like in the little one.
Yeah, because it's nice and deep, so...
Yeah, because it's deep, so that way, you know, when you toss with a saute pan like this, there's a possibility that things start flying everywhere. It happens.
True. But you know, I tried making spaghetti aglio olio, you know, garlic spaghetti in a wok. It was beautiful in there. It was really, really nice. Garlic didn't get burned. It was beautiful.
Well, there you go. This is the reason why you should get a wok, isn't it?
Yeah. We all need a wok.
Shine in the most beautiful way. And then just give it a little splash of water.
Wait, what? What? No. In the middle of cooking, you put water. Oh my. Uncle Roger say, if your rice too wet, you fucked up. But if your rice too dry, you also fucked up.
At this stage,
That's true. I mean, he's making risotto by adding liquids.
Yeah, well, I'll give the same reason why I thought so, or why I added it in my first review. When you're cooking, sometimes when you have to cool the pan down because the pan can get too hot, right? You have it on a fire source, on the heat source, and it continuously heats. There are several ways of cooling it down. Adding colder ingredients will cool the pan down. Stirring constantly will also cool the pan down. Or adding a bit of water, a splash, not a lot, can cool the pan down. Why he added it is probably because the sugar amount in that chili jam is a little high, and what happens with sugar if the pan's too hot? It can burn. I don't know if he did it because of this. It may have just been like an instantaneous, oh, I need to cool the pan down a little bit, and he just added a splash.
Sounds like you never tried this recipe then, because you would add that sauce at the end. The chili jam will go at the end.
Yeah.
Did you put garlic yet? No.
No.
No,
The-
okay.
Garlic in this recipe doesn't exist. So,
Oh,
no,
he
it
didn't
doesn't
put
exist.
shallots, nothing. There's nothing in here. Okay, that's Jamie Oliver version.
Well, no, he put spring onions in. This is substituting all the other onions in the onion family.
Oh, okay, that's okay. That's a Jamie Oliver egg fried rice. Okay.
at this stage, just push the rice up the side of the pan, like that. And then straight into the middle, we're gonna crack in 2 beautiful free-range eggs.
Okay. Okay, the egg look good. Egg look good.
And then it's time for the last ingredient, which again, to a lot of people,
He reaching for that shelf again. So Uncle Roger don't think it's gonna end well. Uncle Roger just don't like that shelf. I think it's wrong shelf for egg fried rice. Maybe during filming, they put the wrong shelf there. And Jamie's like, oh shit, you bought the wrong shelf. What I do now? And the filming people are like, we don't care. Just use whatever in the shelf.
is a bit of a new ingredient. Tofu. Firm, silken tofu.
Tofu.
Come on, what did you use tofu? Really? So what happened with the eggs before? You told me it was okay. But the tofu, I've never seen egg fried rice with tofu. Am I wrong? I mean, maybe I didn't experience egg fried rice enough.
Yeah, you haven't seen it with tofu?
I never eaten it with tofu, no.
No? Well, all right. I've seen it a few times with tofu. The thing is that if you want to make this more like vegetarian, you can add tofu to it instead of adding any protein, like any eggs, any chicken, or anything else, any beef, anything that you can add to it. You can add tofu as a substitute.
I feel like it will go, I don't know, too soft and melt. I don't know.
Yeah, it gets better.
Why your tofu in juice box? Who make your tofu Capri Sun? When Uncle Roger buy tofu at Asian market, always come in plastic bag, plastic seal wrapping. No tofu look like juice box. What, are you gonna poke straw and drink your tofu?
50 grams. And what you can do is just break this up.
No,
and as
no,
that cooks,
no, no. He make Uncle Roger put my leg down from chair. Baking tofu like how Auntie Helen baked Uncle Roger hot. Asian cooking, when you cook tofu, you preserve the whole shape of tofu and serve to customer. This video, so many sad things happening. He wastes the spring onion. He wet the rice. And now he tear apart the tofu like paper. I don't know if Uncle Roger can go on. This depression is too much.
I want chunks of egg and I want little bits. So
All right, the big thing is that Jamie was using silken tofu and not like normal tofu. So silken tofu, it has more water.
So it disappears, yeah.
Yeah, and he's also adding it like this. He's just ripping the bloody thing apart instead of like cutting it into squares and adding it
That's what I was gonna
at the
say.
end.
Right at the end, when you serve in the dish, maybe in the plate.
Exactly. So, you know, if he cut it into squares or cubes and added it maybe at the end, that's fine. But Jamie's adding it, well, I think he's been cooking a little too much with the kids. He's just like ripping it and tearing it apart and, you know, mixing it with the egg.
So far, I'm sorry to say this,
Fried
Jamie,
rice.
you're my inspiration, but Jamie, honestly, this is bad. This is as bad as the lasagna, the veg lasagna that he made.
That was a pretty bad lasagna.
Pretty bad.
That was a shocker.
You did a very good lasagna, James. I reacted to your lasagna. You guys go and watch what James did. He did a very good job.
Oh, thank you, Vincenzo. Appreciate that.
The nice thing about this stir-fried rice is it's kind of random.
Random is not compliment. You made food for your friend one day, and your friend say, "Why your food so random?" And Jamie say, "Oh my God, so random. Gonna start restaurant."
Seasoned with a little salt.
So true. That word you use, random, come on. Normally he uses romantic words. The reason why I like Jamie is the way he speaks, the way, you know, the words he uses. He uses his hands a lot when he cooks. He's very romantic when he cooks. But it's true. Why did he say random, you know?
I don't know, maybe it was the first word that popped into his head. He ran out of ideas to say something. I don't know, normally he says gnarly, yeah? When something is like really good. I don't know, random's
I feel
not
like
good.
he didn't want to do this video. I feel like he just did this video because he had to.
That's a possibility. It doesn't look like he's putting a lot of love into making this fried rice. It looks like he's doing what he can just to make it and then be done with it.
That's right. So normally, you know, he uses his hands. He likes, you know, likes to be involved with the dish. But here, there's no love.
He's not putting love into it. That's what he's missing. Love.
Love me.
Give it a little toss to
Salt, again, no MSG.
mix it all up, and then we're ready to serve.
Can I ask you a question? Sorry. Do you like to use MSG? Be honest, like with your cooking, do you normally, when you make Asian dishes?
No, because the thing is, MSG it's not common to use in Western cuisine. It's already in a lot of ingredients as well. Naturally, it's already in a lot of ingredients. So this is why the emphasis in the kitchen normally is like salt is the most important ingredient because it brings the flavors out. So if I'm going to make something specific, maybe, then yeah, I'll get the MSG to make it, you know, more correctly, properly. But if personally speaking, to me, it's not as important as salt.
It's not really common to, it is common, but many Asian restaurants and Asian homes, they don't use it. A very good friend of mine, she's from, you know, Thai background. I actually did a video with her, amazing egg fried rice, where she used the pork. You know, the pork shoulder, slow cooked in the oven, you know, with the red paste. That was one of the best egg fried rice I ever eaten. She never used MSG in her life. You know, there's other ways to give flavors. There's a lot of talking about MSG. I know Uncle Roger does it for fun, but I don't think MSG is something we should promote.
True. It's something that you can add to try to enhance the flavor if need be, or then again, this is why another reason why is, you know, if you're trying to diet, it's not good to go out, is because normally we cook in the kitchen with a lot of oil and a lot of salt. So if something tastes really good, more than likely they added
And
a decent amount of
reused
salt
oil.
to it.
That restaurants reuse and reuse and reuse the oil, yeah.
Well, it depends on what you're using it for. Here, we use a lot of oil. We use a lot of olive oil. And obviously when you make a dish, like let's say with the paella or anything, you're not reusing the oil. But in the fryer, in the deep fat fryer, yeah, this yes, because
Yes.
it's too expensive to change the oil
That's right.
every single time or every day.
Oh, look, you and I work in restaurants, and you know that you don't want to go to restaurants every day, right? For the things we've seen.
No,
We've
this is
seen a
true.
lot, I think.
True, yeah. This is one reason why I prefer to go to either really good restaurants once in a while, you know, well, maybe not Michelin, but like really good, and pay a little more to get better quality food instead of just going to, you know, an average bar. Then again, when you're out in the country, especially here in Spain, sometimes when you go to like just the mom and pop's bar or anything,
Best food.
oh my goodness, the food is fantastic. Why? Because it's the family recipe. So it depends.
That's right. And that's what I do every time I go to Europe. And I don't go to the fancy restaurants. I know you love it, and I know it's a great experience. And I eat, of course, I try. But I always try and find for the countryside, you know, the inland, happy to drive, and find those little restaurants where they have family recipes. Because these are memories I can bring back home, you know? Sometimes a Michelin restaurant might give me a great experience tonight, but tomorrow I forget what I ate, you know? Because there is no history and love, you know?
The thing is, with the Michelin Guide, they rate a lot of places, not just Michelin restaurants. They rate everything. And only the restaurants that are of that standard with everything, including the service, can get a star, and depending on the levels and everything. But overall, when you go to the Michelin Guide, like when you visit a new city or anything and you just want to find, you know, good places to eat, the Michelin Guide has a lot of good places recommended already because they've tried it.
Salt, again, no MSG.
Mix it all up, and then we're ready to serve. Get a bowl, put a little oil.
This guy loves olive oil like how Auntie Hersha loves colander. He put olive oil on everything. Do you shower with olive oil also?
Rice dishes and that kind of.
Sorry to say, but olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, is very good for you. Yes, you can put it on your face, it keeps you younger. It is funny they use olive oil, but Uncle Roger, olive oil is good. You know, in Spain, in Italy, in Greece, here in Australia, in California, there are lots of good extra virgin olive oils. So respect that, Uncle Roger.
Rice dishes and that kind of street food, which is beautiful. It's often associated with being unhealthy. This has been made to be healthy.
If by healthy you mean disgusting, then Jamie, you are right.
You could have that as a meal. I think it's the time to have a little.
This rice looks so wet. Look at this. You can see your reflection inside. Mulan is gonna start singing when she sees this rice.
So silky and delicious. Looks fantastic. And it's really good fun to make.
Jamie is professional chef. All the step he messed up. Does this guy hate rice or something? What else have he done with rice? Oh, this guy, I think he just hate rice in general. Maybe he's sponsored by Potato Company. They are competition. Uncle Roger don't like this Jamie Oliver recipe. Too wet, no garlic, no MSG. He break the tofu, no wok. It's all wrong.
Look, after all, we love Jamie, but that was definitely not a recipe that you want anyone to recreate.
No, it's not. But the thing is that when Uncle Roger says, you know, maybe he hates rice, after making, he didn't mention the paella. After making the paella, because that was a big deal here, like in 2017, it's possible, who knows?
Starting to lose respect by Jamie Oliver.
The one thing that Jamie said, though, is that this is made to be healthy. I would agree if he didn't add the chili jam, because the chili jam, again, I don't know what type he's using, I don't know if he made it, but if it has a lot of sugar in it, it's not the healthiest.
100%.
It isn't.
But sorry, you want to make it healthy, use the right ingredients, use the shallots, use the garlic. Where is the soy sauce?
Oh, that's right, he didn't add any soy sauce, did he?
He didn't use the soy sauce.
He didn't add any soy sauce to it. I was
So
just
important.
going along the video, he didn't even
And
add it.
don't you put oyster sauce too?
You can if you want.
Yeah, where is that? You know, like he made an European egg fried rice.
It's a mix.
Not even
It's
European.
like-
I don't want to offend European countries. Sorry, no,
it's
you're not European.
no,
Doesn't
no,
belong
don't-
to Europe.
Don't offend Europe. He has a lot of recipes. I'm not going to say whether they're good or
yeah.
bad, but once in a while, there are some recipes that you just have to look at it and go, what's he doing? It's like, that doesn't look right.
But hey, James, it was fun to react to Uncle Roger with you. Thank you so much for this.
आप अगर ये सोच रहे हैं कि रणवीर क्या बना रहा है, रणवीर वही बना रहा है जो आपके घर, या फिर वो हमेशा आप बहाना मारते हैं ना, अरे नहीं हम तो नहीं बनाते, हमारे घर में तो अवन नहीं है. पिज्जा बगैर अवन के पिज्जा बनाते हैं जी.
Okay, so basically you can make pizza without an oven. I didn't know this was an Indian thing, but you can actually make pizza without an oven. And I'm actually releasing a video very soon how to make it. But you need a cast iron pan. Cast iron is very important.
Interesting.
अब जो मॉडर्न पिज्जा है, आज का पिज्जा जिसे हम पिज्जा के तौर पे जानते हैं, एक शेफ थे राफेल एस्पोसितो, ऑब्वियसली नेपल्स के थे, वो साउथ ऑफ इटली के थे, और उन्होंने
He knows.
रानी को खुश करने के लिए इटली के 3 रंग का पिज्जा बनाया, लाल सफेद हरा उन्होंने जो पिज्जा बनाया वो पिज्जा मार्गरीटा.
This guy probably respect the traditions, you respect the pizza. It's nice that you've mentioned this, you know? Something that many times
no, it
Gordon
is.
Ramsay or Jimmy Oliver don't do. Like he's starting by saying, pizza is from Naples. I'm gonna do something else, but let's respect the pizza. It's nice.
Yeah, no, this is Chef Ranveer's style that he actually has like a little history lesson that goes along with the food, which I like a lot. I do.
और जो जनाब थे जिनका नाम हमें याद रखना चाहिए 1889 राफेल Esposito.
So Vincenzo, is Chef Ranveer correct with the pizza margherita being invented like this? Because I have heard other stories about la pizza margherita.
Yeah, actually, he's right. He's right. Actually, I've been to the place in Naples where the pizza margherita was invented. So, James, the pizza was already invented, but the pizza margherita was invented in a pizzeria called Pizzeria Brandi, which I've been to. Have you been there, James?
I didn't eat there. I was there visiting Naples and I took a photo of the front. I didn't actually eat there.
It's an
but I've
historical
seen
place,
it.
you know, like they have a,
Yeah, they have
a
brass
sign.
plaque on the outside.
Yes, but I did go there to experience, and the pizza wasn't bad. It wasn't the best in Naples, but pizza was okay. You know, coming from Australia, for me that was a good pizza. You know, and the calzone was great too. The calzone with ricotta, sensational. But yeah, I think he's right.
हमको चाहिए मैदा और सब्जियां. ये मैदा है जिसमें 30% मैंने आटा मिलाया हुआ है और साथ में ही बेकिंग पाउडर बेकिंग सोडा है.
Wait, baking powder and soda. Oh, you need yeast, dry yeast. We're not making a cake.
Yeah.
And also you're using wheat flour, which is beautiful. But when you use wheat flour, sometimes there is a different process. And when you use wheat flour, you kind of need to do a pre-fermented dough in order to reinforce that wheat flour because it's a bit weaker than normal flour.
But the one reason I think why Chef Ranveer is doing it is because in India, a lot of vegans consider yeast a living organism, so it's not true veganism. So they won't eat it.
Wow. Yes, okay, so he's doing it for the right people. Okay. What do you need baking soda for? If you have baking powder, that should be enough, I guess.
You have to think as well as in India, maybe the quality of the ingredients is not the same as what we're used to either in our country. I don't know why.
Let's see.
पाउडर बेकिंग सोडा है. अगर आपके पास समय है एक सुंदर सी कटोरी में बेकिंग सोडा, बेकिंग पाउडर.
He's basically making a pizza cake.
So in the end, he's adding it because yeast takes a little too long and he wants something a little quicker.
Yeah, you don't rush pizza. I'm sorry, chef. You're a great guy. I can see you have a very good soul. You don't rush pizza. You know, you can make pizza on the same day. You can make pizza within 3-4 hours, okay? But you can't make pizza within an hour or two. Otherwise, the dough will grow in your stomach. You need to give it a little bit of time to grow.
ये गया दही. अभी ये गया.
That's what he's doing. It's nice. He's using his hands and pouring the water a little bit at a time.
और ये गया हमारा घोल बेकिंग सोडा बेकिंग पाउडर का. ये थोड़ा पानी और डाल के एक पतला सा डो बनाना है. डो जो है वो रनी होना चाहिए. अगर रनी नहीं होगा तो मज़ा नहीं आएगा. रनी मतलब बहता हुआ.
Okay, he likes it running.
जो बहता हुआ डो है.
What he did is actually pretty good because it's not easy to manage a sticky dough like that. So what he said is let's let it rest for a little bit. I would say half an hour, and cover it with a plastic wrap or maybe a towel or something. The reason why you do that is so that it becomes less sticky. It kind of rises a little bit, it becomes less sticky, so it's easier for you then to knead it.
Well, I remade Adam Ragusia's pizza dough recipe, and I'll tell you what, equal parts flour and water, and after 12 years of trying to perfect the recipe, it was like soup. The consistency that Chef Ranveer has here, it was a lot better when I remade his pizza than the other one.
Yeah, I think Adam used 100%.
Yeah, I mean, even if he's not using yeast and he's not doing it more the traditional way, it's still much easier to work with this as a quick product instead of the other one.
This one looks a lot easier, yeah. You still need some oil help or, I don't know, you need some help or flour
definitely.
help, yeah.
जो बहता हुआ डो है और जब तक ये रेस्ट हो रहा है.
This guy's so relaxed. Love it. Enjoy watching
No,
him.
he's a very relaxed chef.
I enjoy watching him. We have to react to more videos.
Me too.
अभी एक पैन में ऑलिव ऑयल.
When you cook the pan, you basically want to make the bottom kind of crunchy. You know, like you want to cook the bottom with olive oil. Kind of protect the crust from burning, and instead it makes it very crunchy. So when you eat it, it's got a cracking.
No, this is true, it does. Well, that and olive oil is healthy for you. But in Italy, just a quick question, Vincenzo. In Italy, do you fry with olive oil or more with sunflower oil?
In the south of Italy, yes. Old school people, yes. I still do sometimes, but in these days, you know, the price that you pay for extra virgin olive oil, sunflower oil is the right way.
So I used to fry croquetas and everything else in olive oil, and a lot of people used to use olive oil
And it's
to
beautiful,
fry.
and it tastes so much better.
It is. It does. It does. It adds a little bit of a different flavor. Of course, using refined olive oil, not extra virgin. But now, because the prices are so high, everyone uses sunflower oil.
In America, it will cost you $100 a liter.
कोई भी ऑयल, बटर नहीं डालना है यहाँ पे जी, इसलिए प्लीज बटर मत डालना। ऑयल से ना अच्छी एक शाइन, एक रिचनेस आती है।
Right, olive oil is for cooking the vegetables. Okay, okay.
See, we're sauteing the veggies first.
इसलिए सौते करना है, सब्जी को पूरा नहीं पकाना। ये ओवन में नहीं, पैन में पक रही है, इसके लिए थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे पकाना जरूरी।
Starting to look a little bit weird, the ingredients he's using, but I guess everyone chooses whatever they want. I mean, he's in India, that you can do whatever you want, respect the local ingredients. I guess it's an Indian style pizza, so I can't judge it.
Well, it's an Indian style, more of an Indian style pizza with non-Indian ingredients.
Okay.
Except for the peppers, no?
It's good to cook the mushrooms before you put them on the pizza. Some people like them raw and go straight on the pizza, but I think it's best cooked.
Really raw.
तो ये सब्जियों को हल्का सा कुक किया, अंदर इसके बाद डाला।
Well, I will use cherry tomatoes on pizza just because it's sweeter and they will go, you know, just put them straight on the pizza and then you cook them. By the time you cook them in the oven or wherever, I mean, those tomatoes, I don't know how sweet they are, and I think they release too much juice as well.
Once you cut the tomato open, obviously it's going to bleed, no? But it depends again on if you can get the ingredients. So if cherry tomatoes are one of those things, again, that's not very common. It depends on what people can get. Vincenzo, quick question. Do the older guys sit on the benches and just watch people talk during the day?
They do. They talk to each other.
It must be a Mediterranean thing, because in the north, it doesn't happen as much.
No, in the south it happens all the time.
You can see all of them sitting next to each other, just talking, just watching people.
और oregano.
It's just seasoning the veggies, pre-seasoning them.
सब्जियों को निकालते हैं।
They love chili in India. They love spicy food.
Yeah, they do. I do too. I love spicy food.
And that whole Mediterranean feel, that's coming through. अभी तक हमने हिंदुस्तानियत नहीं करी है।
Okay.
सिंपल फ्लेवर है, सिंपल रखते हैं। इसको कलर खराब ना हो, इसके लिए फ्रिज में डाल देते हैं।
So you made a Mediterranean pizza, okay.
See, you're trying to use more Mediterranean ingredients to make a little pizza, a little snack.
I need to see the peeled tomato.
Oregano.
Does he have
We
peeled
do
tomatoes?
use oregano here.
He did, but does he have peeled tomatoes? What are the peeled tomatoes?
No, I don't think he peeled the tomatoes.
ये फ्रिज में डाल देते हैं। तो बेस का डो, पिज्ज़ा सॉस। पिज्ज़ा सॉस के लिए फाइनली चॉप्ड बारीक कटे हुए अनियन, गार्लिक। अभी बनाना है सॉस, तो गया थोड़ा ऑयल। ऑयल में गार्लिक, अनियन, हल्का सा स्वेट करना है बस। फ्रेश टोमेटो प्यूरे। अब मैंने टोमेटोज को ब्लांच नहीं किया, छीला नहीं, पूरे टोमेटोज लिए, उनका पूरा टेस्ट दिया। मतलब फ्रेश टोमेटो को प्यूरे कर लीजिए, उसके बाद छान लीजिए उसको।
See, so what he's saying is that basically to skip the process of blanching the tomatoes and peeling them and de-seeding them, and then just using something that's a little more practical for the everyday person.
So it's easier to buy cans of
You're
top
scoring
quality
them,
peeled
you're blanching
tomatoes.
them, you're chilling them, you're
That's
peeling.
right. You can avoid it in these days. You can buy top quality peeled tomatoes. In this case, I would say San Marzano, the sweetest one, or good peeled tomatoes. Of course, it's pricey, the San Marzano, but what he's using there, it's a passata. Now, you need to understand this,
Yeah.
okay? You can use passata, okay? But the passata has been cooked and cooked and cooked. When you make pizza, when you cook pizza, the sauce should be raw. So peeled tomatoes that you crush by hand or you gently crush with a blender, hand blender, but gently, okay? The reason why is because being fresh, you put it in the oven, you smell the freshness, it releases the flavors, and you're basically not using a cooked sauce and recook it again. It will dry up. You can even use diced, tiny diced tomatoes called polpa, like a pulp. That's also a good option to use on pizza.
No, that's interesting because a lot of pizzerias do use canned pizza sauce or canned sauce, but a lot of them don't pre-cook the sauce. It's already cooked in the can, so they open it, they just add it straight to the pizza, a good quality tomato sauce, and then that's it.
तो प्यूरे कर लीजिए, उसके बाद छान लीजिए उसको। थोड़ी सी शक्कर, थोड़ा केचपी बनाने के लिए, हमें केचपी अच्छा लगता है ना।
You say ketchup,
थोड़ा सा सिरका।
He said he doesn't want to make it taste like ketchup.
but he put vinegar in there. Why? Did you watch Gordon
A
Ramsay
little
video?
bit. Yeah.
बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा ऑरिगेनो, थोड़े से चिली फ्लेक्स।
James, what's this thing of putting vinegar in the sauce? Well, because you work in English kitchens, and I know the English love to put vinegar in the sauce. Why is that?
When we were making like a tomato fondue, we would put the vinegar in like a sherry vinegar in the tomato sauce, and it adds a little bit of acidity to it and flavor. Sherry is also very commonly used in the kitchen. He was adding a little bit of sugar to this because I think the tomatoes are a little acidic, but not the type of acid that he wants. So he's adding a little bit of vinegar as well to maybe balance it. Because in Italy, you don't add vinegar to tomato sauce.
No, okay, you're wrong. That's what we think. You know, you got beautiful tomato sauce, put the vinegar, it's like killing it.
Yeah.
और ये सॉस का पानी अच्छे से सुखाना है, नहीं तो फिर डो को गीला करेगा ना, मज़ा नहीं आएगा।
So, real quick, the one reason why I think he's also cooking the tomato sauce is to reduce the amount of moisture. So he's trying to make it a little drier. This is one of the other reasons why I think he's cooking it. Because this isn't going to be going into an oven. He's going to be basically pan frying the pizza.
Okay. To be honest, it's a good sauce to make for pasta. You just need to remove the vinegar, but that's ready for a quick 10 minutes pasta. But yeah, okay, let's... by the way, I'm about to launch a good video how to cook pizza on the pan, no oven, and it's really good. I want to see what he does.
Oh, we need to see that video when you post it.
Oh yeah.
इसको यहाँ कर देता हूँ। अभी भी देखिए रनी है, ये कुछ इस तरह का होना चाहिए, देखिए।
Homemade pizza lovers, do whatever you want, okay? I've done this mistake in the past, but basically the pizza dough bowl should have been done before. You need to give time for the pizza bowl to rise, at least 2 hours, you know what I mean? 1 hour if we want to be quick. Give it a little bit of time for the pizza bowl to rise. But you do not want to use that much flour when you stretch the pizza because it will make your pizza bitter. Maybe use semolina to stretch it or just a little bit of flour. But anyway, let's see what he does.
रख देते हैं ढलने के लिए। टोमेटो सॉस को ना इतना थिकन करना है।
See how it's reduced?
Yes.
तो con कैसे in Italian? अब कायदे से जो पिज्जा बेस है ना,
It's true, you're not supposed to roll a pizza because if you roll the pizza with a rolling pin, you basically destroy all the gases are meant to go on the edges. So when you do it by hand, you don't touch the edges so the gas will go there and that's why it puffs up. You get rid of the gases.
You roll it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But can you see he's struggling to stretch the pizza because it didn't rise, they didn't make the pizza bowl before and he didn't let it rest for 2 hours at least. It's very hard for him to stretch this dough unless he uses a rolling pin.
कोई भी पिज्जा कभी भी बिलता नहीं है, उसका जो डो है
Stretching, it's not stretching.
उंगलियों से ही फैला दिया जाता है।
Struggling.
So that's why I said runny dough बोल रहा था ना, मैं इसीलिए बोल रहा था।
Needs to rest.
तो पिज्जा ऐसे फैलेगा नहीं। फोक से ऐसे कर लेते हैं प्रिक।
Yeah, no, I won't do that.
He's doing that, I think, so it doesn't rise anymore when he cooks it.
It shouldn't rise if you put tomato sauce on top. So basically you need to put some olive oil in the pan and some tomato sauce on top, but gently, not too much. Just enough tomato sauce on top, just a thin layer so it doesn't pop like you said. That's what you need to do. Put the tomatoes heavy so it stops the pizza to...
Because with puff pastry, when you're working with puff pastry, if you're going to be making anything with it, if you don't want it to rise on you, you're supposed to prick it. So that way the gases, because the puff pastry is multiple layers of dough and butter, and gases are created as it's cooking. So what does that do? It rises. That's why it's called puff pastry. It puffs up on you. So if you don't want that, you poke it, it releases the gases, and that could be the reason why he's doing that here as well.
So I guess he didn't make a puff pastry. He used baking powder and baking soda.
Well, the baking powder and the sodium bicarbonate, yeah, baking soda and baking powder. So it could be for that reason.
Could be for that reason, yeah.
I think it is for that reason.
अब इस डो को बिल्कुल धीमी आंच पे दोनों तरफ से सेकूंगा। एक तरफ से अच्छा बराबर सेक लूंगा और दूसरी तरफ से बिल्कुल नाम भर का सेकूंगा। जिस तरफ से बराबर सेक लूंगा उस तरफ जाएगी टॉपिंग और सब्जियां और चीज। सिंपल। As you can see now.
It's a very important detail to cover it. The reason why you cover it is because you want the edges to pop like that, yeah, to to rice. And so the lid is good, but what I will do is put aluminum paper first, like alf foil first, so you kind of seal it, and then you put the lid on. So that way, there's no the moisture doesn't go anywhere, like the steam stays in there, and the steam will cook the top part very well.
Yeah, because otherwise you have to do what he's doing by flipping it and cooking both sides.
And see, it says low flame. It's extremely important you do this on a low flame, because if you put it on a medium low, you're gonna burn the bottom. So low flame.
Yeah, that's what I say all the time, huh? Make sure you don't burn the bloody pizza.
That's right.
Burn the thing. Kind of like that pizza video from Epicurious, nice and black.
Yes.
Burnt on all sides.
Who wants some burnt pizza?
Oh, you get burnt pizza when you go to some of these pizzerias constantly.
Oh, you mean the
I don't like
Napolitan
burnt
pizza, you mean?
No, even here, I mean, you can get, if you go to a pizzeria, here, if you go to a certain pizzeria, not all of them, sometimes, you can tell when the oven's been too hot because the bottom will be burnt, and it's just,
Not
I don't
pleasant.
like burnt flavor. No.
Simple. As you can see ना, there's a rise. जैसे पिज्जा बेस उठता है, वैसे ही उठ रहा है. धीमी आंच पे पकाना है बस. That's the trick. ये देखिए जैसे पिज्जा बेस का कलर होता है वैसे कलर आ गया ना इसमें. अभी नीचे की साइड को आराम से पकने देंगे और जो साइड हमने पका ली है ऊपर की उसके ऊपर डालेंगे टोमेटो कॉर्न कैसे. भाई आमतौर पे हम सब जानते हैं कि पिज़्ज़ा जो है वो इटली का है, लेकिन पिज़्ज़ा जो वर्ड है वो एक्चुअली आता है पेख्तोस से, जो कि एक ग्रीक वर्ड है, क्योंकि सबसे पहले ये माना जाता है कि जो फ्लैट ब्रेड्स हैं उनको ग्रीक में ऐसे दबा के और उसके ऊपर ऑयल डाल के, शक्कर डाल के, मेथी डाल के और पकाया जाता था, और वो जो गांठें बन जाती थी ना तो क्लॉट्स बन जाते थे, इसलिए उसको क्लॉटेड कहा जाता था. तो पेख्तोस मतलब क्लॉटेड ब्रेड. तो पेख्तोस मतलब क्लॉटेड ब्रेड या वो गांठों वाली ब्रेड, और वहां से फिर पिज्ज़ा जो है वो इटली आया एज अ कॉन्सेप्ट. और इटली में खासतौर, साउथ इटली में खासतौर नेपल्स में टमाटर जो है वो गरीबों का खाना था. टमाटर बहुत होते थे, तो द पुअर मैन जो गरीब थे वो अपनी रोटी के ऊपर ऐसे हल्के से टमाटर तोड़ के डाल के और उसको बेक कर लेते थे, और पिज़्ज़ा की शुरुआत वहाँ से हुई. आज की डेट में नेपोली जो है वहाँ के सॉसेस, टोमेटो सॉसेस आज भी बहुत फेमस. और जो ये कौन कैसे कह रहे हैं, तो दैट सॉस इज़ एक्चुअली नेपोलितान सॉस. नेपोली से आया हुआ नेपोलितान सॉस. और नेपोली में एक टमाटर होता है सैन मार्जानो टोमेटोज, जो ऐसे लंबे होते हैं और बहुत ही टेस्टी और जूसी होते हैं. और ये
This guy, he knows what he's doing. He knows the history. I won't call that a Napolitan sauce. I'm sorry, chef. That's not really proper Napolitan sauce, but it's close. It's close. He used oregano because originally marinara sauce is from Naples. So in a way, he didn't do anything wrong. It's just that you put sugar and vinegar. So sorry, you can't call it Napolitan. But everything he did was kind of okay with the sauce.
Well, Vincenzo, is he right though that the flatbread may have been introduced to Italy by the Greeks?
I'm not an
Because
historian, but
I mean, I'm not a
like.
historian.
Could be. I'm not a historian. I wasn't around at that time, but lots of people think that.
No.
So I think the Greeks will be proud to say that. And I know lots of things were created in Greece first.
A lot, yeah.
I can't say anything about this. I don't know. We need to discover more.
No, but Naples, the friend of my friend's father who was from Naples, he's an architect. So when we were there, he gave us the whole history of Naples and everything. And Naples used to be a Greek colony. So many centuries ago. I don't know.
Could be related.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be related.
Maybe.
एक टमाटर होता है सैन मार्जानो टोमेटोज, जो ऐसे लंबे होते हैं और बहुत ही टेस्टी और जूसी होते हैं. जाता है कि टमाटरों के बादशाह होते हैं सैन मार्जानो टोमेटोज. उन
100%.
टोमेटो से बनने वाला पिज्ज़ा सॉस कायदे से नेपोलितान सॉस होना चाहिए, लेकिन लगभग हर पिज्ज़ा सॉस को आप नेपोलितान सॉस कह सकते हैं, या फिर वो जैसे वो कह रहे हैं.
The only thing is that you don't cook the San Marzano. You basically crush it by hand or gently blend it with a hand blender. See, you put it straight on the pizza. There's no cooking involved.
No, but the thing is, it's trying to get the San Marzano tomatoes because I can get them, but it's like depending on where you live. It can
It's
be a
not
little
easy.
difficult.
Not easy because even here in Italy, I go to many supermarkets, I don't find it. It's not mass produced, it's quality, so you have to find it from selected grocery stores or, where people will spend their money for it, because it's not a quantity. Peeled tomatoes do the job as long as they're sweet. If you can find San Marzano, then yes.
भी कह सकते हैं थोड़ा सा चीज़ और जस्ट टू होल्ड द वेजिटेबल्स टुगेदर। अभी मेन चीज़ क्या है ना, हम लोग गलती क्या करते हैं कि सब्जियां नीचे डालते हैं फिर उसके ऊपर चीज़ डाल देते हैं, बाद में सब्जियां दिखती नहीं है। पिज़्ज़ा जो है वो इतना सुंदर होता है, सारा बाद में चीज़ से वो ढक जाता है। आपको वो नहीं करना, आपको जो है वो रंग निखारने, इसके लिए पहले चीज़ फिर सब्जियां, वरना आप बनाने जाएंगे वेजिटेबल पिज्ज़ा, दिखेगा चीज़ पिज्ज़ा, लोगों को मज़ा नहीं आएगा और आप कहेंगे रणवीर आपने बताया नहीं। रणवीर ने अपनी ज़िंदगी में
2 years ago, I went to see the best pizza chef in Italy, probably in the world, Franco Pepe. You should go there. Like, it's incredible, this guy. He's a master. Franco Pepe, 1 hour outside of Naples. His pizza is revolutionary. It's incredible, okay? Definitely you have to go. So, basically saying, people, pizza chef from Naples, they don't like me because I do different things. Like, for example, he never puts basil on the pizza because he believes the basil will get burned and doesn't release the flavors once you cook it in high temperatures. But he basically saying, if you put ingredients on the pizza, I put the ingredients first, the toppings, and then I cover them with the cheese so I don't ruin the ingredients. Okay, now he's doing a pan pizza, so it's different story what he's doing. But if you put it in the oven at high temperatures with a flame, he's saying, don't burn the ham you put on the pizza or the salami or the basil. Cover these ingredients with the cheese. So the cheese will melt and the ingredient underneath won't burn. It will stay well. In fact, he's right. When I tried these pizzas and I said, wow, these pizzas are the best pizzas ever eaten in my life.
And what's the name of his restaurant?
Pepe Ingrani. Franco Pepe is the pizza chef. Pepe Ingrani.
And he's in Naples?
It's 1 hour outside of Naples, province of Caserta. But if you
1 hour outside of Naples.
if you Google him, you will find him easily. He's traveling the world.
Do you have to do you have to book a reservation to get into his restaurant?
100%. The celebrities going from all over the world. Big celebrities from USA are going there.
I think I saw a review of his place by Alex, the French. Yeah.
And I went to see him 2 years ago. I did a video too, and I love watching his video all the time because I learn every time I see him. And I've got his book, and oh my God, revolutionary.
Interesting. Oh, next time I have the ability to go to Naples, I need to go see the pizzeria.
100%.
Yeah. They're not cheap, are they? His pizzas.
Oh, it's okay. It's expensive for Italy, but for me coming from Australia, it's cheap. With 50, 60 euro per person, I eat there,
Yeah. Well, here an average pizza costs here about 13 to 15 euros.
Yeah, so that's what you pay there.
Yeah, and in Naples you can find a good one for 4 or 5.
I know. Yeah.
मज़ा नहीं आएगा और आप कहेंगे रणवीर आपने बताया नहीं। रणवीर ने अपनी ज़िंदगी में 4 साल सिर्फ पिज़्ज़ा ही बनाया सुबह से शाम, इसलिए रणवीर ने बताया है आपको।
So basically steaming the toppings so the cheese melts.
Basically, because he already cooked the vegetables.
That's why you had to cook them
He already
before.
cooked the...
You had to,
Exactly.
yeah. The right thing to do.
Exactly, that's why he cooked the veggies before, because otherwise they wouldn't have cooked in the time just by steaming them.
सी हाँ, मतलब सब्जी बराबर पक गई है, चीज़ बराबर मेल्ट हो गया है, अंदर से एकदम पक चुका है, एकदम क्रिस्पी।
Okay. It reminds me of the Ristorante pizza. The Ristorante brand, that you buy all over the world. What's that, the German pizza? Dr. Hotker, what's it called? The Ristorante pizza? The frozen
you mean
pizza.
the Red Baron?
The frozen pizza.
Red Baron, I think it was.
So in America, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I have to say, for a flat bread pizza, let's call it that way, a flat bread, it looks all right, to be honest. It's a quick meal.
Yeah, no, when I remade his recipe, like, to be honest, even though it does take a little bit of work, but if you make a batch of it, it's fine. You have the dough or the masa left in the fridge and you can use it whenever you need. It's not bad for a flatbread type pizza if you want just something quick and simple. It's not going to be authentic, but it is going to be a lot healthier and a lot better than buying a frozen pizza with a foot-long list of ingredients that you don't even know what they are.
That's right. It's good. Actually, it's something I will enjoy eating. I like to make pizza the Napolitan way or the Italian way, but this is something that you easily can enjoy for a quick
Well,
meal.
this is something that's obvious. If you're a purist on it has to be this way, obviously no. But if you're a college student, you don't have an oven at home, or you just want something that a little different than what you're used to, it's an option.
Great option. Great option. Yeah, I think well done. Well done to Chef Ranveer.
Yeah, well, the bottom of it, when you look at the bottom, it looks crispy.
Yeah, he didn't put any olive oil, but because he did a low flame, he didn't burn it. A little bit of cheese burned on the side, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that burnt cheese on the side will add extra flavor.
No, I know, it would. A little
Looks
bit of
alright,
crispiness.
looks good, to be honest.
अच्छे से दिखाता हूँ आपको ये देखिए nicely done.
Nicely done, yeah.
You can hear how crispy it is.
I really want you to watch my pan pizza. You will love it.
I need to.
But this is easy to eat. Good, nice. The basil didn't burn.
Well, I put the basil fresh on top at the end.
Lovely, lovely.
मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी, नेक्स्ट टाइम जब आपको लग रहा हो कि भाई 30 मिनट में पिज्ज़ा घर में आ जाएगा तो 200-250 रुपये वेस्ट मत करिए, मुझे दे दीजिएगा.
Yeah, bravo.
नॉट दैट डिफिकल्ट. खाना जब एक बार हाथ से बनाना शुरू करो, अपने हाथ से बनाए हुए खाने की जब आदत पड़ जाए ना, तो आदमी बाहर से खाना मंगवाना बंद कर देता है.
I have to say though that Chef Ranveer he does excellent. But the thing is that he tries to focus everything towards people that, are probably eating out more or buying takeout more, and instead of wasting their money, they can learn how to cook. But Jamie does the same thing. But there's a difference between the two, Jamie, he means well, but he sometimes makes creations that are just a little like, you have to think to yourself, like, what is he doing? Ranveer, on the other hand, explains a little bit. The videos are a little longer because of that, but this makes the difference because I understand that Jamie, he tries to make his videos short as well, so he doesn't explain everything. But I wonder if we could trade Jamie for him.
We can try.
I don't think India would want to trade Jamie for Chef Ranveer.
I'm not sure.
Who knows? Jamie's friendly. You'd like him.
But thank you, James, for reacting today. I had so much fun with you. Thank you so much.
It has to be the ultimate indulgence, one of my all-time favourite main courses, and it would definitely be on my Last Supper menu. My version is a lot lighter and sexier, and for Christmas, I'm going to give it an added twist. First off, the fillet of beef. Now, look at it. It's beautiful. First, the most important part is to sear it. Salt, pepper. The fillet is the leanest and the most expensive cut of beef. It comes from underneath the lower backbone, a part of the animal which has very little muscle, and this is what makes it such a tender cut. Very, very hot.
I like how he says Christmas and sexy. They go so well together.
Yeah, well...
But I can feel it. He's going to do a good job.
This is something that is Gordon's forte, so he knows exactly what he's doing. He can perfect it. So, Vincenzo, in Italy, is beef that common or is pork more common in Italy?
Yeah, it is common. It depends. Where I'm from, we love pork a lot more. If you're in Tuscany, there is, I would say, the Florentine steak from Florence. The big 1 kilo T-bone from
good.
Tuscany.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's very good. But this one looks beautiful.
Oh no, beef tenderloin, it's delicious. I mean, a lot of people don't like beef tenderloin because it doesn't have, some say, as much flavor because it's not on the bone. And for me, it's one of my favorite cuts. It doesn't have any, well, it has very little, I should say, sinew. It has very little ligaments, tendons. It's the most tender cut of the beef.
And I would go for this more than a steak with a bone. I know it's weird, but I would love this.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. When I go to a restaurant, unless it's something that I haven't tried before, unless it's something that I know is good, like say oxtail or anything like this, if they have solo meal, which is beef tenderloin on the menu, I normally have it.
Yeah, good. We can go out for lunch together.
Yeah, we can.
Pan, olive oil, and literally roll it around the pan. We're not cooking the beef, we're just searing it, which will really help to give another layer of flavour and beef in.
Do you agree with the fact he's adding the salt and pepper now? I guess it's personal, you know. I like to add salt and pepper to the meat at the end.
Well, normally when you like sear any meat or anything, you don't heavily season it with salt, but you can just like season it with salt before you sear it. The pepper, on the other hand, like it depends on the method that you're going to be using. If you're going to be using, say, a little bit of cracked pepper and you're using a pan, a sauté pan to sear it, that runs a lower risk of burning the black pepper than, say, an open flame.
Yeah.
So if this was a
You use
grill,
lots of salt too.
yeah, but you have to think that you have to season like literally every aspect of this dish because there's a lot of different aspects going here. So at the end, when you taste the dish and everything, obviously you don't want it to be over seasoned, but it's something that you learn, you know, cooking with all the years and everything, how much salt you need to add. Not only that, but at the end, this normally goes with a sauce. So, you know, it adds to it as well.
Lovely. Now use the side of the pan so the beef sears down the back when you tilt it. It's a secret to get it done quickly. It gives that really nice roasted flavour. Delicious. Once you've got the colour,
Beautiful.
lift up the beef and sear it on top.
Look how tender it is. So tender.
Yeah, no, it is.
So tender. You can feel it, you can see.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, like, with the beef tenderloin, well, it doesn't have a lot to hold it up. It's super,
Chewy
super
parts,
tender.
so-
Now, the thing that Gordon is doing is that he wants to sear this super quick. So he's using the sauté pan in such a way that he's also using the sides. So instead of just searing one side, he's trying to sear two sides at a time because he doesn't want to
Yes.
cook this too much.
He wants medium rare in the middle, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sear it on the bottom. Out and onto the plate.
Wow, look at that.
English mustard. What this does now, it gives it a bit of heat. Just lightly brush the mustard over the beef. So really important that you do this as the beef comes straight out of the pan. And as the beef starts to cool down, it absorbs all that heat from the mustard. Horseradish is a really nice alternative as well. Just leave that to sit.
I was gonna say, you need that meat to absorb the mustard, do you? Or can you replace the mustard with something else?
Well, like Ramsay was saying, is that you can use horseradish if you don't want to use mustard. You can substitute it. I'm sure that even if you wanted to try even wasabi, you probably could if you wanted to make more of an Asian.
It won't be the same thing.
influenced- No, it won't be. But if you wanted to change it a little bit, you could.
I mean, he's not putting lots, and I guess it gets us absorbed, so you should not be able to taste it that much, right?
It's not going to be like a spoonful, I should say. It'll be there.
It's got a kick. It will have a kick there.
It adds a little bit of a kick, yeah, just a little bit of a spice. So if you don't like it, you don't have to use it.
No, I'm asking because he made pasta recently and he used lots of butter. So I just am wondering if he's gonna use the same amount of butter he used in the pasta, but instead use the mustard on the steak.
No.
He's not gonna do that.
No, I don't think so.
And relax. As the fillet rests, prepare the filling, which is called a duxelle. Put 700 grams of chestnut mushrooms into a blender. Add a chopped clove of garlic. Season with salt and pepper. And blitz.
Whoa.
Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without chestnuts. I just crumble them in to the mushrooms. The chestnut's sweet, nutty flavour.
Oh, wow.
And because they contain more starch, they have a much softer texture that is perfect for the filling.
I'm loving this. I can go there with a spoon right now and eat it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
No, it is. Normally you don't add nuts to the duxelle. It's just mushrooms, well, some shallots, maybe white wine, mushrooms, salt. But what Gordon here is doing is trying to add like that Christmassy feel to it.
He took it to the next level, I have to say. I mean, the chestnut is a very good touch.
Even here during Christmas or during the winter time in Spain, you'll see people on the streets roasting chestnuts.
In Italy, it's the same, and chestnuts are so beautiful during the cold, when it's cold, the cold season. During the cold season, the first thing you think of is chestnuts, you know?
That smells amazing. Smells like Christmas.
Yeah.
Cook in a hot, dry pan. This removes the water from the mushrooms and intensifies the flavour.
I guess it's an important step to do.
Yeah, no, this is because you want to get rid of as much moisture as possible. What Ramsay is doing, he's doing basically a cheat. This is the easy way of doing it. I mean, you could even chop this up by hand, but if you have a food processor, it saves you a lot of time.
It's easier. I would have given some flavor to the mushrooms, maybe cooked them, you know, and put some parsley and salt, some butter.
What you can do is you can add like shallots, thyme, white wine, you can add all these things, yeah?
Yes.
But I think Gordon is trying to go for, well, at least for this recipe, something super simple and easy that you literally just blitz, you put in the pan, and you sweat the mushrooms.
Yeah, he wants it as dry as possible.
Yeah, this is gonna go in a puff pastry later, and puff pastry does not need to be soggy. No, because you also have the juice from the beef.
You can see the water coming out instantly. Such an essential stage, really critical to the success of the Wellington, that you dry those mushrooms out and get rid of all that water. Take the mushrooms up even further, some fresh thyme in there, which will make it really nice and light and fragrant.
Nice.
When all the water's been fried off, remove from
Nice touch.
to cool. Then start assembling the Wellington.
This is very exciting, James.
Yeah, no, it is, definitely. I mean, with Gordon adding some fresh thyme to this, thyme is used a lot in French cuisine, also in England, so it just adds flavor to it.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah, no, it is.
Stage one, wrapping the beef fillet. First of all, these wonderful slices of Parma ham. And look, beautiful.
Wow. Didn't know you put prosciutto in there.
Yeah, no,
It
Parma
must be
ham.
touched, the prosciutto.
Yeah, no, this is an alternative to making crepes, because normally with the welly, you make crepes, it becomes a little bulky, I should say. It becomes heavier. But the crepes, what they do is they help absorb a little bit of the moisture before the puff pastry does. So you have to be a little careful. I mean, the prosciutto, or the Parma ham in this case, is like, it's gonna add flavor. Yeah, it's salty, it's tasty.
Beautiful touch.
Yeah, no, and
Amazing.
it goes very well with it.
It's interesting that he added peas and cream fraiche in carbonara, and now he's doing this beautiful thing with beef Wellington.
Overlap it and set it there. So the secret of overlapping the Parma ham is to make sure it contains all those juices coming out of the beef. In the traditional recipe for beef Wellington, a thick chive and spring onion pancake is used instead of ham. But the Parma ham makes the dish much lighter, and its sweet, salty flavour really complements the mushroom and chestnut filling. Salty, just a little twist of pepper. And then from there, your mushrooms. And basically,
a little scrapey with the non-stick tray, but it's okay. I'm sure he has many of them.
mushrooms go on. Use the back of the spoon to spread them nice and thinly. 1/2 inch from the ends. Rumpoles, no. Hop it.
Good dog. The thing is, he's not sharing with us the amount of ingredients he's using, so I would say just, I don't know, have fun, make extra, because the beautiful mushroom mix would have been good with anything else.
Oh no, I mean, if you have any duxelle left over, you can use it for other things. You can use it to make more beef wellies, you can use it as a base to make even, I don't want to say pasta, but something else.
No, you can do pasta too. It would be beautiful for pasta, to be honest, a nice winter pasta.
Next, lay the beef on top and very carefully fold that over. Now, we're going to lift that up and wrap the beef nice and carefully. So all that mushroom and Parma ham is encasing the beef all the way over.
Bellissimo, wow, so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Roll it nice and tight and go all the way over. The secret from here.
This is what I'm talking about. When I talk about respecting ingredients, traditions, this is when I see now Gordon doing this, I love it. I'm in love with Gordon right now, the way he's touching the ingredients and the way he's making love with the beef and the prosciutto, beautiful. This is when I see Gordon always do this, even to Italian food. Beautiful, I love it, well done.
Is to really let the cling film do the work. Just nip it at the ends and squeeze. And what we're doing is just creating this wonderful sort of cylinder shape off, and then just twist it nice and tightly. And the tighter it is, the more perfect the shape. Then place in the fridge for 15 minutes to firm up.
I love it.
Once it's set, it's ready for the final wrap. A little bit of cling film.
Oh wow, look at that.
It's good.
Beef Now, very carefully,
Wow.
puff pastry over the beef until the two edges meet. Then trim off any excess pastry and twist the ends together to ensure the beef is completely sealed in its pastry case.
Yes. Look, the puff pastry must be good. I know you can find lots of puff pastries out there. I would say get a good one in this case, a Christmas dish.
Yeah, no.
Going to the shop and just buy any puff pastry doesn't work that way. You know, try to get an artisan one.
Yeah, well, the thing is that I don't know if you've seen Adam Ragusa making his beef Wellington.
No.
Okay. He also made his puff pastry. And the thing is, you can make a simple puff pastry, an easy one, that's fine. But if you want to make one properly, it's going to take more than a day. It's going to take a lot of work.
To set that perfectly and get it really nice and firm, to make it really cylinder tight, cling them over and just pull that nice and tight.
I'm in love with Gordon. I want to kiss him now. Where are you, Gordon? Give me a kiss. He's making me excited.
Well, the thing is that Gordon's doing right now is that he's trying to get all the air out of the wrap, the beef Wellington, because he wants to make this, first of all, as perfectly cylindrical as possible, or as even as possible, I should say, because otherwise it's not going to cook evenly.
But the big secret behind this is that it can be done the night before. And the tighter the cling film, the better the shape. The more even the shape, the more even it cooks. Put it back in the fridge for 5 minutes to firm up again. Then take off the cling film, always like the perfect Christmas cracker. To give the pastry a lovely rich golden brown colour when it bakes, brush it with egg yolk. And then finally, you don't have to do this, but it's a chefy thing, a little bit of decoration. Back of the knife, down, and then just twist and mark the pastry. When it comes out of the oven, it's got that wow factor.
Now it's really showing off. Amazing. This is a beautiful touch to really decorate that beautiful Christmas dish. You know, you go on the table at Christmas and this gets presented to you. Wow. You know, a masterpiece.
No, it is. It is. With the beef wellies, normally you can also put like a little puff pastry lattice on top. So you cut out another puff pastry sheet and then you lay that on top, which is a little easier. Or you could just do something simple like this with the back of the knife. But it has to be the back of the knife.
It's a nice touch.
Not the blade.
It's a nice touch.
Because if you use the blade, you'll cut the puff pastry.
You make a hole.
Yeah. And
add a generous sprinkle of salt to ensure the pastry becomes lovely and crisp. Then bake in an oven at 200 degrees for around 35 minutes, depending on how rare you like your...
That was a lot of salt to me, to be honest. That's okay. I mean, I like salt. I'm not complaining. It's just that because I have kids now, I'm learning to eat with less salt.
Yeah.
So you don't need that much salt. But that was a good amount of salt. My nonna would be happy. That's what my nonna will do. Yeah, put lots of salt.
Yeah, no, but this is another reason why you don't always want to eat out all the time, because you'll be surprised at how much salt like restaurants normally add to the food. It tastes really good.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's a reason why. We use a lot of salt. But what Gordon's doing is he's seasoned the beef fillet, he's seasoned the duxelle, the Parma ham is salted, the ham is salted, so it's already seasoned. And on top of it, he's added some salt Malden to the puff pastry. But
It's a lot.
It is.
But the puff pastry needs some salt. It does need some flavors.
It does, but using that salt Malden, because it has that texture to it, it makes everything delicious. I mean, it's not using fine table salt, you're using salt Malden, and it's just...
Yeah, good ones,
Oh,
yes,
it has that crunch to it. It makes everything better.
Depending on how rare you like your beef. Once out of the oven, it's crucial you let the Wellington rest for at least 10 minutes. This allows the meat to relax and reabsorb,
Yeah, wow.
making sure it's tender and succulent.
Yeah, beautiful.
It is.
I liked how the salt reacted too. The salt is beautiful there. It looks like a beautiful, like sourdough bread loaf.
No, it is. It's like beef Wellington. It's one of my favorite types of or puff pastry dishes. It's literally one of my favorite. Well, some say it's a French dish, some say it's an English dish. But in France, there's a lot of dishes that are in croûte or in pastry. You have like pâté en croûte, you have salmon en croûte, you also have beef or boeuf en croûte as well, which is another thing. So this is like a very posh, you know? It's like one of those dishes like you only have once a year because it's not easy to make.
It's expensive too. And
yeah, no, it is. In this video, he had already made probably more than like a couple thousand beef Wellingtons, literally. Because normally the beef Wellington is on an English menu. Like normally in a good English restaurant or fine dining restaurant, it's on the menu.
They must have it. Yes, yeah.
It's common. So an English chef, and Gordon's been trained in modern British cuisine and, you know, French, it's going to be on the menu. So it's one of those things that
yes.
you know. Yeah. Have you ever had beef Wellington, Vincenzo?
Yes, I did. When I lived in London, I worked for Italian restaurants, so I never cooked other cuisines, but I used to go out a lot. You know, as you work in the restaurants, you know, food is everything. So I didn't want to eat the food at the restaurants. I would always go out and try different things. I work in a pub as well for a couple of weeks, but that's a different story. It's not a pub food. It's like a more exclusive British dining. You know, the pub, I never came across this, to be honest, in London. But in some good restaurants I did, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, that's good, because normally when you go to a pub you have like shepherd's pie, you have a lot of other things.
Huge schnitzel. Yeah, because you get drunk, you don't get what you eat.
Yeah, Scotch eggs. Yeah, no, you do. Yeah, you drink a lot in a British pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple pints of beer and, you know, that's it.
That's right. I used to work in restaurants on Fulham Road, so that area was full of restaurants. The entire road full of restaurants. So it was beautiful to be able to work in that environment because you just want to eat all the time. You know, you finish, you know, before you go to work or after you go for a walk, you spot the restaurants you want to try, and on your day off, that's where you go.
Yeah, no, I mean, when I was in London, Berners Tavern is quite close to Soho, so I used to go to Soho, and there's a lot of pubs, and, you know, there's a lot of pubs in Soho. And of course, there's a lot of alcoholics in Soho too, but there's a lot of pub food in Soho. So of course getting, you know, mincemeat pies and getting...
The quickest thing you can get.
Yeah, basically. It's either that or I'd go off to like Marks and Spencer's, because I used to have, you know, the grocery store section, and I used to get some scones. I used to get all the little things because after working so much, I didn't want to go back to my flat and cook.
No, that's right. No. When you cook for a living, you don't want to go home and cook. Of course, it's nice, but when you're always in the kitchen, you want to get out and get people to cook for you.
Yeah, exactly. For me, the biggest thing is after working at this time, when I was working like 18 hours a day, not every day, but some days, that you didn't want to go home and then cook and make a mess and then clean it up and go right back to work.
Nice and gently. Hear that pastry, how crisp that is. This is the bit we've been waiting for. Oh, wow. My God.
Oh!
It's changed to roast turkey. This has to be the ultimate for the table. It's...
That's
What
a
do you say,
masterpiece.
Vincenzo? Yeah. No, I mean, it's
James.
Perfect.
Do you see how juicy it was? Do you see the color and the juiciness?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. No, this, I mean, when you look at it, yeah, it's perfect. For me, it's perfect. Not everyone likes it like this, but if you want to cook it like perfect, this is it.
That's the most beautiful dish I've ever seen cooked by Gordon Ramsay.
Is it?
Fantastic. Yeah. I love it. So I'm not even now, but such a delicate piece as well. Imagine, you know, how to manage that. Look at the crust. You want to make sure the crust doesn't break.
No, it's very, yeah, you have to be careful with the puff pastry.
Delicate.
If not, and you break it, especially when you're serving it, it doesn't look very nice. But you can cover it up a little bit with demi. So if you have a little demi glaze, you can, and you make a little bit of a mistake.
Put some glue in there.
Yeah, well, just cover it up a little bit, you know. Or put that piece on the bottom and give them 2 pieces.
But what's beautiful, it really is beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, no, it is. But in a restaurant, this could easily cost 35, 40 euros. Easily.
It smells Christmassy. The chestnuts, the mushrooms, and that nice crisp pastry on the outside. Look at it.
Wow.
To die and go to heaven.
Yeah. Gordon, you are incredible. We need you to share more of these recipes. That was incredible. That beautiful touch of chestnut, that was sensational. I think he really took it to the next level. I mean, I don't think I've ever eaten beef Wellington with chestnuts in it. Maybe I did, but I don't think so. This is beautiful.
No, normally when you make a beef welly, you don't normally add chestnuts to it. Well, it depends on the restaurant. Maybe some restaurants do. But if you want to try this recipe at home, like for sure it's going to be delicious. You just have to take your time with it, especially if it's your first time making it.
100%.
And of course, I would highly suggest, because this is something important, that if you don't know how your oven really cooks, get a oven thermometer, a thermometer that actually stays in the oven. They're cheap, they're only like 10 euros more or less.
Yeah, yeah.
And that will tell you the true temperature of your oven.
So you make it right, yeah.
Yeah, so you know.
I would love to do this, but I can't wait for Christmas now. I need this now. Christmas is too far away.
Yeah. Well, for me, personally speaking, I'd make this any time of year. It's not that it has to be during Christmas, but it's one of those things that it's like, wow, it's the effort they have to go into making it. Because it's not just this. If you want to make it properly, you should also do with demi-glaze as well. You should make it some demi. You don't have to use it. You can have other condiments, other sauces if you want, even more mustard. But demi is a classic that goes with the beef Wellington.
I want to try to do something as well. Normally I make porchetta, and I love making porchetta. I do 3 or 4 at a time, like 4 kilos each, and I freeze it. And it's good actually for the meat too. For some reason, when I cook it, it tastes better. I'm wondering if I can freeze this. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but because the meat has been seared, I don't know. It's a bit tricky, but...
What you can do is, I haven't tried actually freezing a whole beef Wellington before cooking it. It's possible if the fillets of beef, if you're gonna make like a beef willy for 2, then it's possible, but then you have to defrost it. So what I would suggest is you can prepare the beef Wellington until the point that you add the puff pastry. So just until the point of adding, you can prepare the beef Wellington with the fillet. You can put the Parma ham, the duxelles, wrap it, and then freeze it, and then defrost it before you wrap it in the puff pastry. Just to be safe, because sometimes you can really
just realize
mess up the puff
you got the
pastry.
prosciutto there, but you got the prosciutto can be frozen, prosciutto can be freezed, so we can't do it.
Yeah, this is the thing. So
It will look, yeah, you're ruined, it will be crystallized, yeah.
yeah, because when you freeze anything, this is why when you freeze fish, especially improperly, it destroys the texture of the fish, because the water crystals expand and then it starts to shred it. So you could try it.
It's good news you can freeze it. That means this dish will never become overproduced or mass-produced. It will be something that when you find it in a restaurant, you know that it was done correctly.
Well, there are a lot of places that'll do it. It doesn't matter. They'll do it anyway.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
They won't use prosciutto, they'll use something else.
Well, they'll use something else, or even if they do use prosciutto, they'll still do it, because by the time that you have all the sauce and everything, and if you cut a strip this thin, you're not going to really notice it with everything else.
Doesn't affect,
unless you're really, it's evident that there's a problem.
Yes, yes. Interesting. James, that was good to watch. I had fun. I enjoyed watching this video. I learned a lot from Gordon, and talking to you was great to learn all the little tricks as well. So I think I'm gonna make it soon. I never challenged myself to make this, and yeah, I find it easy, to be honest. All you need is patience, good ingredients, and love. Music, a glass of wine.
Yeah, no, this is true. Well, let me know, Vincenzo, if you do make it, because, well, maybe I'll review it, but...
You can come over. You come over and review it in person.
Yeah, exactly. That would be better. Fly over to Italy and see it in person. No, probably will. We could make that happen.
You're gonna come soon. We're gonna make this happen.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, it's not that difficult to get flights to Italy, so maybe.
Thank you, James, for joining this. Guys, please go and subscribe to James' channel, please. He is awesome. He makes very good, informative reaction videos. Good food. When he shares the recipes, you know they're good, spot on. So please, the link is down below. Thank you, Chef James. I hope you had fun today.
Thank you, Vincenzo, and thank you, everybody. I had a blast, and I can't wait to see all of you again soon. Until next time, take care.
Ciao.
Bye.
E ora si mangia a Beef Wellington by Gordon Ramsay. Ciao, guys.
Bye.